Well, ladies and gents, Disney star has, deleted his Twitter following backlash over his tweet about the Little Mermaid. Now, this is the star of Aladdin, Mina Masood. He played Aladdin, right? He was Aladdin, and he voiced something which I think a lot of people were actually thinking, in fairness, when it comes to Aladdin and the Little Mermaid, and he caught a bunch of backlash for it. I don't really understand why, but he's just gone, no, you know what, fuck this, I'm deleting Twitter, and he did. But his statement was what I think is completely true, and yeah, we'll dive into it. It's funny, sad, but funny. So hit subscribe if you're new here, ladies and gents. I hope you're all well on this Sunday. I've just finished up a Sunday chill stream. If you didn't know, on Sundays I hang out with you guys, shoot the breeze over on a fairly relaxed live stream format where you can just ask me any questions. You can drop in super chats and things and just, hang out with me basically. Support me and just hang out and get to know me. So they're every Sunday. Actually about this, well, give or take around this time. So anyway, let's check this out, right? So Aladdin was a really big hit for Disney. It earned over $1 billion, and that's important to note because that's what Disney is hoping to replicate with The Little Mermaid. I don't think they will, mind you, because Aladdin was released in 2019, pre-Disney Plus being a massive thing, and pre-everything landing on Disney Plus really quickly. But it had mostly positive reviews. Most people liked it. Now, despite the live-action remake's success, the lead star, Mina Masood, has since struggled to break into Hollywood and, on multiple occasions, strongly hinted that institutional racism may be at the heart of his lack of opportunities. There's an understandable level of bitterness there, but the actor went a step too far for some on Twitter this weekend. Now, this is like which brown-black person is most oppressed. This is basically what's happening here, just as a heads up. That's being as transparent as possible, right? Now, just because his movie hit $1 billion doesn't mean he's going to break into Hollywood. However, it does mean he probably should have had a sequel to that movie from Disney. I don't think that's a stretch. But, his complaints and what he says about The Little Mermaid is basically, well, which black or brown person is most oppressed? And that's just being as blunt as upfront as possible. So responding to a fan about The Little Mermaid's chances of box office success, the Aladdin star shared a take which quickly saw the Disney fan base make their disappointment known to him. So this is what he said. Our film was unique in that audiences went to watch it multiple times. It's the only way we reached the $1 billion mark with our opening. My guess is The Little Mermaid doesn't cross the $1 billion mark, but will undoubtedly get a sequel. Now, as this article notes, the implication here is that the upcoming remake will get a sequel because it features a black female lead rather than a Middle Eastern male. So this is where it's the oppression Olympics. This was an odd battle for the actor to pick, though he's clearly disappointed that Aladdin 2 still hasn't become a reality despite it looking likely for a while. So he's deleted his Twitter account, but the backlash was... It was heavy. It was heavy backlash. Really, really heavy backlash. And this is the tweet anyway in question. This is the chap. This is obviously the oppression Olympics being played here. I don't know why he thinks Aladdin was unique in terms of being rewatchable. Fans rewatch movies all the time. It's normal. It's not true. Diehards do, but normies don't. Good, he should never have been shady to The Little Mermaid. Because he's bitter Aladdin didn't get a sequel. Stephen T. Well, Stephen, good sir. Photographer. Look. This was a bad move in poor taste. Not really. it's calling out what most people were thinking, is that, look, regardless, this is hilarious as well with the guns, regardless of how this movie does, is that it will be posed by the media as being a triumph, a huge success. So it's basically calling out what everyone believes is going to happen. And it will probably get a sequel as well. Now, in terms of financials, the Aladdin movie should get a sequel, just from a financial perspective. That's a good business move by Disney, but they haven't done it yet. Which seems awfully weird if you're looking at business. You know, just from a business perspective, remove colour from the situation. That doesn't make any sense, right? Cost $1 billion. Why haven't you greenlit a sequel? They normally fast track sequels that do stuff like that. They're like, holy shit, let's jump on that. Let's go. Now, obviously, there was an element of Will Smith getting involved there and, you know, fucking up his life, obviously, which has probably caused some issue. But it should get a sequel. Now, obviously, the Oppression Olympics part of it is nonsense. Personally, like, I don't think he's... I don't know, you know, look, I don't think it's a case of, well, you know, he's not getting it because he's Middle Eastern or whatever. I do think, however, there will be an element of Halle Bailey's Ariel getting a sequel because reasons. And that does tend to follow track and suit with the what would be... I don't know how to phrase it really, but the American outlook, I guess, on race, which only sees race as two things, black or white. They view race through a very black and white lens, pun intended, but also very literal. And so I think that, you know, he's voicing a concern that a lot of people are just going, oh yeah, we'll see. Aladdin didn't make such an impact. $1 billion says otherwise. But yeah, a lot of people are like... The only question I have is, why even tweet this at all if you're him? Well, that's the other thing, yeah. I mean, this is him getting really annoyed, I guess, and just slamming it out there. And loads of people are like, yeah, well, I mean, he ain't wrong. Yeah, a lot of people will just be agreeing with this now. But yeah, deleting Twitter, interesting. Stand by it, man. Like, just stand by it. Looks like he needs a magic carpet right out of his Twitter drama. Yeah. Yeah. Now, should he break into, you know, Hollywood and stuff? I don't know. But the Oppression Olympics are very real here. It's funny to watch it play out. You know, there's no winners between the two of them. The only winners here are the people watching it and laughing. But let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. He better stay deactivated. Oh yes, yes, Juan. I'm sure he's crying about you. Anyway, let me know what you think. It's hilarious either way. Take care.